everyone, it's Nikki from Prim and Planning, and today I thought I would take you along as I set up my weekly Hemlock and Oak with you using Coco Daisy's Penelope collection. So excited. So let's get started. Okay, so I have decided to use the Hemlock and Oak Weekly Planner for 2025. I did choose the Flex Planner this year and I absolutely love it. I also am going ahead and doing a little switcheroo with my pouches for the new month. This is my first time using a pouch from Coco Daisy this year, and I really love it. I think it's just keeps things seasonal and it's super fun to switch things up, and I love that it matches the collection that I'm working with for the month, and it's just been really fun to have that come along with me when I, do my journaling or do my planning. So as you saw, I pulled out all the items from the kit that I would be able to use to plan in my planner. I have the pet tape stickers, the washi stickers, the rub-ons, and the stamps, all the items that are super flat that I can use in this planner. So previously you saw that I showed the quarterly pages. So those pages I actually am using to track my exercise at first. At the beginning of January, I thought I was going to do something else. I thought I was going to track activities, just like, journaling or exercising, drinking enough water. But I changed my mind, and so now I am strictly tracking exercise, and I'm writing down the days that I do exercise and what I do. And then on the top and bottom, I'm using some of the Coco Daisy collection from that month. So the washi tape on the top and some stickers on the bottom, so that by the end of the year, there's going to be this really cool gradient of stickers and the collections along the bottom. And I'm really excited to see how that all comes together. So as you can see here, I am just whiting out the days of the week at the top of the planner, and then adding on the date stickers. I really love how Coco Daisy offers 5 choices of the weekly days so that you can choose, or if there is 5 weeks that week, you can use them all. And it really adds to the page, I think. And so on the first week, I used those colorful ones. On the second week, since it lands on Valentine's Day, I went with the butterflies. And the third week, I'm using the blue ones. And then this final week, I'm going to, and then the black ones. Yeah, I'm going to use the black ones. So I really love creating pages that are very tonal. So I like to create layouts. I think I even create scrapbook layouts like this, but I like to keep colors together. So as you're going to see, there's going to be a pink page, a black and brown page, a blue page. I don't know why, I just really love doing that. So we've moved back. I'm kind of all over the place because this is my first time doing a plan with me in this planner, so I'm so sorry about that if I'm a little bit all over the place. But here I am, just I decided which numbers stickers to use. I do have both from the journaling kit. I have the numbers, as well as from the Bible stickering kit. I won't be going ahead with that kit come March and forward. I'm just not using them enough to, make it worthwhile. So I will only have the journaling stickers to choose from going forward, but that's okay. They're always super cute. And also, I wanted to mention that in January, I did not create a monthly spread. I thought I was going to do a sticker challenge, actually, using the 4 Bears monthly challenge, but I realized mid-January that I needed a monthly calendar. I really needed somewhere to see everything written down, the weekends that were busy, the cheer competitions, the appointments, all in one space, because I do use Google calendars for my husband and I, and all of our information is there, of course, but to see it all laid out in a monthly calendar, I feel is more important than you would think. So this is why this month and going forward, I'm going to be utilizing this monthly calendar. So right now I'm just using some of the stickers to decorate, and I love the pet tape stickers. They're just so vibrant on the white paper. And I did find, however, that the rub-ons were quite difficult to get off. I don't know if it's just this month or if it's the paper. I'm not sure, but I had a hard time, and I used a lot of the rub-ons this month for Penelope, and I don't remember having this hard of a time with last month's collection for Nordic Nights, so I'm not sure what happened. Here I'm just adding one of the washi strips because we are going away, and I am so excited to that I needed to put that in immediately so that I knew when we were going, and I'm so happy about that. So I'm just gonna add a few more pieces. I think I'm also going to try to there was a lesson learned, and I'm not sure when it's going to happen, but I used whiteout on the top for February so that I could use a rub-on of the word February, and unfortunately rub-ons do not work over top of whiteout. So if you, just keep that in mind next time, because I really wanted to use that script, but it just did not work. It literally just sticks to the rub-on paper instead of, adhering to the paper. So anyways, that is okay. It's not a big deal. We're going to move on, and we're just going to deal with it, unfortunately. I think I try to maybe add on some stickers, but if it doesn't work out, it's totally okay. So I'm going to move on and start decorating the pages. So for this first one here, I'm so sorry that I am out of frame. I decided to use, so I do love to add on washi, and I decided to use the peacock washi that we got in the scrapbooking kit. And like I said earlier, I like to keep things within the same color family. So for this one, I felt like I wanted to keep with the blues and the yellows and the peacocks. So I did not learn my lesson, and I used whiteout, and then I added on this little guy, and he totally ripped a piece off of his body, but it's okay. It's okay. I don't know why I did that. I just did it, and we're going to move on. So I'm just going to add in here, I really love the washi stickers that are just like watercolors. I feel like that just really lends well to the flow of stickers. So I am going throughout my pet tape stickers, the washi stickers, all the things, the rub-ons, and just kind of grabbing items and colors, grabbing icons that are in the color tone that I'm looking for. So the light blues and the golds and the yellows. And I'm just grabbing them and seeing where they fit and adding them on. I feel like this year I am doing so much better with using the product because I have purchased separate kits that are specific for the projects I want to create. Over the last couple of years, when I've, purchased the scrapbooking kit with the pocket cards, I was trying to stretch it for journaling, for planning, for scrapbooking 12 by 12 pages in my project life, and there just wasn't enough to go round. And then I was hoarding pieces because I didn't want to use them yet. And then anyways, it just didn't work very well. So now I feel like I purchased this deluxe journaling kit, or the journaling kit specifically to use in my Hemlock and Oak planner, and And so the items that I receive are to be used, and then I won't have this giant stash or hoard at the end of the month, because we all know that even though we love the items, there's always a new month coming. There's always, even next February, there's going to be a even better collection to use. And so it is harder to go back and use the products if you don't use them this month. So anyways, I feel like that's been working out for me. So as you saw, I just grabbed some of my Tombos, and then I like to highlight the week that we're on. I also want to point out that in the Hemlock and Oak planner, they actually note the week that you're on the bottom left hand corner, and that goes really well with what I use it for. So I use it more as a memory keeper than a planner. I use it to document our daily activities and everything we do throughout the day, so that when the time comes for me to do my project life in my 6x12 album, I have everything detailed and documented, so that I can tell deeper stories when the time comes, and I'm not scrolling through text messages or photos to understand what happened that day or that week. And I have done that before, so now I love that I have this specific place to write out what we, do throughout the days and throughout the weeks, because I'm not able to keep up with project life all the time. I do it on a certain day, and I try to catch up as best I can, but sometimes it takes a little longer. So I have this ready for me to utilize, and I love that there is the weeks laid out for me. Okay, so now we've moved on to the next week, which is Valentine's Day. And so for this one, I wanted to use a lot of pinks. That was the main goal for this one. And then once I was starting to play, so I did end up grabbing another washi tape here. It's one of the ones from Illustrated Faith. I actually just received it. I love it so much, and I felt like it went well with this collection. So once I started placing a lot of the rub-ons and stickers, I don't know, I just kind of thought about putting all of the florals up along the center. So I used to do this a lot when I used the Happy Planner, and I gotta say, it's a little bit easier when you can, take out the pages and align them perfectly and then just cut down the center. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do this a lot going forward, but I do still think it turned out pretty cool. So I gathered all the pink florals, pet tape, and rub-ons that I could, and I put them along the center fold, and it really does look cool. It also allows for me to still have space to write, which is, important, because I do, our whole day timed and everything. So it is important for me to have a lot of space to write. But it really worked out. So now I'm just gathering and looking through the pages to see if there's any other pink items that I want to add in. And I think that's pretty much it. Just that little swoosh there, and I'm gonna move on to the next page. So like the previous pages, I am going to look through all of the elements that I have available to me to kind of work with a blue tone on this weekly spread. So I selected the Peacock washi tape because it is truly so beautiful. And then I'm just going to add in some rub-ons and some stickers and, all the little blue pieces that I can to make it work. This didn't end up, turning into my most favorite layout. And I do want to mention too that I will add in pieces as the weeks go on. So while I'm writing in it, I definitely go back and add in elements in between, what I've written, if there's a gap or if there is, a space for more florals or whatever you know, more washy, I will go back and add it in, or even afterwards as well, once the week is over and I've moved on and I do feel like it just needs a little bit more. This page definitely isn't complete yet. It might look better once all the text is in, all the words for the week, but I'm not sure. So I'm just gonna move on to the next page shortly. And so for this one here, I'm kind of going with a black and, you know, beige kind of feel. So I have the black days of the week at the top, and then I use the So Lovely sticker on the bottom to coordinate. I'm using a lot of the rub-on butterflies, and I'm just keeping it very neutral. And I really like this. I love that this is just, you know, every week can be so different with all the same collection, so they're cohesive but exciting. So I added self-care on the top there. I did not use whiteout this time, so that's good. I just thought it would be fun to maybe write a couple of ideas to do self-care or write what I did for self-care that week. So just an idea for you using those rub-ons. So yeah, I just added a few more pieces to this spread, and then we're going to move on, I think, to the next page. So we're going to move back and we're going to go to the beginning of the month. So for this page, I've decided that I am going to create currently pages. Last year, I did start in a happy planner, so I used currently pages a lot. And then come August, I fell off and I started using a hardbound Hemlock and Oak, but I wasn't quite sure how I was going to use it, so I didn't really fully get into it. Anyways, needless to say, I missed currently pages so much because I didn't have them for the last half of the year, and I was like, I didn't remember anything because it wasn't documented. I didn't remember, you know, what I read that month or the shows that I watched. So I'm really excited to include a currently page for this year for every month. So I decided it would be at the beginning of the month, just before the monthly. And yeah, so I'm just going ahead and decorating it, you know, to go along with the theme. In January, I also added in the what's it called? The vellum paper as like an insert. And I'm not sure I'm going to do it this month just because it doesn't really match as well. It's like a rose gold floral. I'm not sure. We'll see. So I'm just adding in a lot of the elements and, you know, making it cute. And then at the end of the month, I will go in and either add boxes, because I do have some options for boxes, or I'll just write them out if I just need to get it done. So I'm just going to go ahead and add in some of the quotes here because they're so beautiful. And I really love how all these 4 spreads have honestly come together so beautifully, and they do every month. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for following along with this video, and I hope it inspires you to use your weekly planner and your Cocoa Daisy collection.